one time in this country. So let's give it up again for perpetuating that old form of communication. SEHAH Youth Programs. Welcome to GC Hester House. This is the third night of the Kwanzaa celebration. We have had a great start. The first night, oh my God, the first night was a true blessing. At the new Third Ward Multi-Service Center. Oh my goodness, Shade Community Center, Third Ward Community Club, other organizations pulled together to make a wonderful, wonderful night. The first night at the Third Ward Community, the new Third Ward Multi-Service Center. And then last night, SEHAH Youth Programs hosted the second night of Kwanzaa at the Boys and Girls Preparatory Academy. Wonderful night, wonderful night. And here we are tonight at the Junior C. Hester House, and I welcome each and every one of you. But before I continue to run my mouth, I must ask permission from the elders to continue. Thank you, thank you. Again, welcome, welcome. Now, for those if the Kwanzaa celebration is new to you, again, it is a Kiswahili term, phrase. And the celebration is from December 26th through January 1st. 7 days. 7-day celebration. Tonight is collective work and responsibility. And when I'm working with the young kids, I always kind of break it down and say, it's about teamwork. It's about teamwork. And that's what makes it all happen. It was teamwork that made it all happen the first night. Teamwork that made it all happen last night. Teamwork that made it all happen tonight. Teamwork that will continue to push throughout the rest of the 4 days that's left. And we invite you out to just travel with us. Travel with us all throughout the city of Houston and Galveston. With any Kwanzaa celebration that you know of, anyone that you want to participate in, please continue. Let's just continue this. We want to get right into the opening ritual. We want to just get started. And the first part of the opening ritual is our libation. And we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful brother who has been a real inspiration to me. And he doesn't know that I admire him for his collective work and responsibility. Because one thing about this brother here is that anytime you ask him, hey, can you help me out? He will always, whatever I can do. You just let me know, whatever I can do. And he has been servicing for over 32 years. Well over 32 years. Because I know it didn't just start when he established the SEHAH Community Center. I'm sure his services were well beyond 32 years. But I hope to be able to serve each and every one of you and the masses abroad for 32 plus years. I want to get it all started with Brother Deloyd Parker coming up and helping us out with our libation. And if you can, please.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. What's the news? What's the news? Okay, when I ask you what the news is in the English translation, and you give it to me in the English response. So I say, what's the news? And you say collective work and responsibility. When I say Ujima, which is what's the news in Kiswahili, you say, I'm sorry, when I say Habari Gani in Kiswahili, you respond by saying Ujima, which is a Kiswahili principle that we celebrate on this night, on this day. So remember, it's what's the news, and you say Ujima. slow down and the people will leave. Something like that. But the word is Habari, Gani. That means what's the news, and you respond by saying Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. Brothers and sisters, I'm honored to be here, and I want to let you know I appreciate what Brother Dixon said about me, but you already know that when you let our heads get big, we're in trouble. So I want you to help me to make sure mine is not get right there, okay? Because we know that everything we do is a collective effort. It's a collective effort. You know, say I am because we are, and we are therefore I am. There's no me without you, and there's no you without me, because we are all part of a family of interdependence. We need each other. We need each other. So what I want to do right now is we're going to call up some people, and we're going to form a circle, and we'll get ready for our libation. We first would like to get permission from our elders to continue to proceed in this celebration. Elder Delaney and other elders, may we continue to, thank you very much. We'd like to bring up a representative from each of the sites. There's somebody from Shape Community Center. Would you come up, Edith? We'd like to somebody from the Girls and Boys Preparatory Academy. Come on, you know where you are. Come on up. Alan, come on, Girls and Boys Preparatory Academy. Come on up. Come on. Okay, we would like for somebody to come from, give us some other, oh, Hester House, you're already here. From SEHAH, Brother Shanga. Brother, she can come up. But she's from somewhere. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Especially since you're responsible for your parents coming to Kwanzaa tonight. You remember they celebrated Kwanzaa in her school, and she went home and told her mother about it, and as a result of it, her mother is here tonight. Come on up here, young lady. Or her mother could come with her. In fact, get in the front of your mother since you led your mother to Kwanzaa tonight. No, really, she was at your school, Oak Creek Elementary, and they celebrated Kwanzaa at the school, and she went home and talked to her mother, and her mother is here tonight. And want to come on with you, brother? I mean, don't. You had Kwanzaa 101, you just finished, so you can come on up here. Come on, we were talking a few minutes ago about Kwanzaa, and he was asking a lot of questions, and now you ought to be ready. Yeah, you're ready now, brother. Your certificate, you have to wait a little longer. Okay, the Black United Front, Omowale. Black United Front. Somebody from one of the venues, I did. Come on. Brother Shanga from SEHAH, and any other community, and of course, Ms. Delaney, and other elders who would like to come up, please come on up. Elder Delaney, any elder who would like to come up, I mean, this is your circle. Any elder who would like to come up, please. Brother Omowale Lutu. And anybody else who would like to come up, the circle is open for you. So you're welcome to come up. I'm only guiding you to make sure we have a broad diverse. Thank you. We know that. That is unequivocal. We know that somebody gave their life. We refer to them as our ancestors. So what we're going to do today is read the libation. And we want everybody here to hold on and go reach back in your past and grab hold of somebody that you believe was important to your present and in your future growth and development. Somebody that made it possible for you to be here, for you to be able to vote, for you to be able to go to school, get an education, for you to be able to do anything that's important to your growth and development and the growth and development of your family. So think about it as you talk and go back and grab somebody's spirit and let that spirit come out and sound out in the form of their name and keep moving back. Our fathers and mothers came here. They lived, they loved, and they struggled, and they built here. At this place, their love and labor rose gave so much, we give in return. On this soil, we will sow our seeds and build and move in unity and strength. Here too, we will continue their struggle for liberation and for a higher level of human life. May our eyes be the eagle, our strength be the elephant, and the boldness of our life be like the lion. And may we remember and honor our ancestors and the legacy they left. For as long as the sun shines and the water flows, for our people everywhere then, for Shah, Samora, in Zinga, and all others known and unknown, defending our ancestral homeland, history, humanity, and others from the alien invaders, for Marcus Garvey, for Muhammad, for Malcolm, for Fannie Lou, for Sojourner, for Nat Turner, for Bethune, and for my mother and your mother, and for who? Give us a name and somebody you pull and grab right in your presence. Give us a name. Give us another name. Give us another name. Give us another name. Give us a 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 spirit. Let you sing. Give us a name. Cedric Sunsberry. Give us a name. Give us a name. Give us a name. Give us a name, brothers and sisters. And for all others who define, defend, and develop our interests as a people. For our children and for the full and real lives that we live because we struggle. For Kauida and Ujima, for the new system of views and values which gives identity and purpose and direction to our lives. For the new world we struggle to build, and for the continuing struggle through which we inevitably rescue and reconstruct our history and humanity in our own image and according to our own needs. And for many names that we do not know, many names and spirits that are unknown, but yet we grab that spirit and move on. We say, we say, we say, we say, we say. Thank you, brothers and sisters. And I'd like everybody to raise their right hand and spread your fingers. It's symbolic of each finger represents somebody or some community or some village. And as you wind your hand around, you will turn into one fist. And you bring that fist to your heart. And you will do 7 Harambe. You can repeat after me. 7 Harambe. I'll say it first and then repeat after me. Harambe. 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 Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Give her a hand, brothers and sisters. And we will always remember this day in history because I think even there's a scripture that says something to the effect, and a child should lead them. Well, a child brought a mother to Kwanzaa tonight. So we are honored. Thank you very much, sister.
Raise your power back fist in the air for me. And face your attention to the beautiful flag. Please repeat after me. Here's to this flag of mine. The red, black, and green. Hopes in its future bright. Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it. Great nations shall know of it. In time to come, red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it. Here's to the black of it. 400 million's back of it. Whose destinies depend on it. The red, black, and green of it. Old flag of mine. Here's to the green of it. Young men and women shall dream of it. Face shining shells for it. Maidens shall sing of it. Waving so high. Here's to the whole of it. Colors bright and whole of it. Pleases my soul with it. Regardless of what is told of it. Thanks God for giving it. Great flag of mine. Thank you.
My name is Alvin Bird. I'm a resident of 5th Ward, grew up out here. I'm supposed to introduce Omowale, the guest speaker. When I was asked to do this, it was at the last minute. Brother Ernest McMillan, the executive director of 5th Ward Enrichment Program, was supposed to do these honors. Although he had a conflict of schedule, he asked me to do it. And as always, as I get ready to introduce Omowale, you understand why I couldn't say no. There are some men in this room that changed my life. I see Deloyd back there, and Margaret Howell, Ishla Muhammad, and some ladies too, Miss Edith Sell, Gary, Gail, what's her name? And Salida, and Baba Shango, and some people in here, Tony, Catwoman. And the reason I say these names so affectionately is that these people that did not live in this area came out here every day. And we had a little thing called Hope Development, which was my first contact with a social consciousness other than prostitutes and pimps and hustlers and all that, which that's what I wanted to be because that's what I saw. They changed my whole idea of being. And Omowale, I took a liking to Omowale because I met Omowale back in 1968. And Omowale used to come to Hope Development every day in the daytime in an old raggedy black Volvo. And for those of you who know him, you know what I'm saying. And he would put up to Hope Development and get out and come and teach us black history. But for some strange reason, in the evening, we had to help Omowale push that car to get it started. And most of you who know Omowale, when he was posed with the question as to, Omowale, why your car run in the daytime but don't run at night? That brother looked at us with a very serious face, man, and told us that it was a prototype solar energy car. In the 68, you know, and we believed that. Now, on that gleeful note, I want you to know that I tried to put down something on paper to be profound and to describe Omowale in some type of kingdom or some type of sainthood and all of that. But I remember I had failed to drugs and alcohol, and when I got clean and sober, I went to Omowale and asked Omowale, what must I do, to save face and get back in the deal? And how do I stay black? And Omowale told me Don't worry about it, Junebug. Kazi is the blackest of them all. And Kazi is a Swahili word for work. And it's ironic that the principal tonight coincides with the speaker tonight, because these men and women that I named have demonstrated nothing but Kazi. And Omowale is the blackest of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, Omowale.
Gani. Gani. I want to thank my good friend, my brother Alvin Bird, for that overgenerous presentation that he just did. I did deserve the first part of that, but I'm not sure I deserve the second part of it. But at any rate, I want you to know that I admire my brother very much, and I love him like a son and a brother of mine. I met him, I guess, about 33 years ago when he was just a little boy. And I do want you to know he was a heroist. But I think that we're getting much fruit, we're getting many dividends from the contributions that Alvin Bird is making here in the Fifth Ward community. I want to see him to be I know we already have a mayor of Fifth Ward that's located at the barbershop on Market, but I want him to be the next mayor of Fifth Ward, and eventually maybe the county commissioner or the senator from this area, because he's having a profound impact on the community. In behalf of the Executive Director, Ernest McMillan, Chief of Staff, Charles Savage, the men and women of the Fifth Ward Enrichment Program, and in behalf of Hester House, I'd like to welcome you here tonight. And I would like to thank all of those pioneers who went forward at a time when Kwanzaa was not popular, and they put their work and their commitment and their energies on the line, and now this idea of Kwanzaa is, there's an old saying that a single spark can start a prayer fire. And what we almost have in America, we almost have a prayer fire that's just about to break out. All we have to do is continue to bring one more, as the young lady did by bringing her mother here tonight. So I want to talk to you just very briefly tonight about this all-important principle, collective work and responsibility. Kwanzaa is founded out of a system called Kawaida, and as I understand it, it means tradition, basically means tradition plus reason. And we all know about tradition, and we all know about reason, but this is a combination of putting tradition together with reason, which implies that tradition by itself, it can be good, but it will improve and perfect if it has reason coupled with it. I heard somebody give an example about a week ago about men having to take a valuable package from one shore to another shore across a river. And the men would swim in currents that were very strong, and the currents were formidable in that it almost threatened their life. But the men would jump in and they would struggle through these tough currents. And they would make it, but almost at the cost of their life. And so finally, they said, one of the women stick together and do it, we can do it. So my point is, brothers and sisters, it all starts with somebody trying to put something on the line. who's willing to put something on the line, who is willing to sacrifice, and then everybody getting behind it. Now, collective work does not mean that everybody has to go out to the picket line. Collective work doesn't mean that everybody has to bake popcorn or everybody has to clean up the building. All of us have some different, unique things that we can do. So it means that everybody, according to your talents, you do what you can do according to your talents to help the struggle. Now, on this idea of collective work, and I want to recommend 2 books. One is by Thomas Sowell. It's called Race and Culture. And the other one is called Race and Economics by the same author. And one of the things that he points out, when we look at the community, we look at the people who are coming into the community and they all follow us. And let me give you an idea. And this is not to disparage those people because I want to celebrate them for having the ethics and the values to come in and do what's necessary to be successful. But it said when God created the races, is that one of the first that he created said, well, what do you want? He said, well, give me a country. And so he granted them a country. And said, then the second one said, come in and said, what do you want? He said, well, give me and my children control of some financial machinery. And then said when the brother came about, the black man came in, he said, what do you want? He said, Lord, I'm going to make it short, simple, and sweet. Just give me $1 million cash dollars in the briefcase. And that's what he did. And when the next race came up, you know what the next race said? Lord, give me that nigga address. Now, my point in mentioning that, look, I'm not trying to disparage anybody. I am simply saying this. That if you look at collectively how people work together, is that you look at why they are successful because they use the energies of the whole family. They use the energies of the whole clan, the extended family. Everybody is a shareholder in their business and everybody reaps dividends. Now, if we take the attitude that there's an unlimited amount of good that we can do if we don't care who gets the credit. There's an unlimited amount of good that we can do if we don't care who gets the credit. That's just like in the family, is that if the woman making more money than the man, it really doesn't matter because it's all going down the same pipe. If the children making more money, it doesn't matter because it's all going down the same pipe. The point that I'm trying to make is that we've got to, as a people, we have got to get rid of our egos and quit being concerned about who's up front. Who's getting the glamour and the glory? You see, the glamour and the glory, it might have been focused on Rosa Parks, but you know where the glamour and the glory should have been with Joe the Timberhand and those people who were really on the line every day. So brothers and sisters, on this collective work and responsibility, I'm saying that we use the energies of everybody in the community, the children, the women, and let's get away from all of this old stuff about, the women got to stand behind you or stand on your side. No, let them come forward according to their talents and lead where they can lead and bless us where they can bless us. So brothers and sisters, in conclusion on the whole idea of responsibility, I want to say this. Let's think about what responsibility means for us in 2002. About 34 years ago, Muhammad Ali refused to support a war that was ultimately going to lead to 1 million Vietnamese being killed and 58,000 Americans being killed. You know why he did that? He did that because he had integrity. Now, you know what? If he hadn't did that, he'd have made $1 billion the next year. They would have promoted him and made him the greatest man that had ever lived, but he decided that he had a higher calling. And that's what responsibility is about. Responsibility is made with ourselves, those agreements that are no longer adequate, we need to discard those. And the new agreements, we need to adopt those if we are really going to have collective work and responsibility. We can do our work with the NAACP, Shake Center, Hester House, Fifth Ward Enrichment Program, the church. We can do our work anywhere. We can do our work with the Shrine of the Black Madonna. We can do our work with the Sisters of St. Mary's. It does not matter as long as we go there with a wholesome attitude and we can unite and bring people together rather than split people up. So that is what collective work, in my estimation, collective work and responsibility is all about. Thank you. God bless.
from SEHAH Youth Programs. She's going to close it out with some inspiring words. Let's give it up.
Habari. The song of point is I love you. When a black man says to a black woman, I love you, what does that mean? It means that love is being enjoyed. Love is the act of practicing your action. When you say you love a black woman, you are causing an act of revolution. Because love, like all material and nature, is always emotion. Moving and giving and strength to a loved black woman is to put an application to erode love you, baby. What does that mean to a black woman? To love a black woman is not talking love, but doing love. Black women like doing love. Love without lips and teeth and tongue. Doing love that you can't see. Thank you. That's what.
God bless each and every one of you. Be safe in your travels home. We'll see you again next year. Peace, everyone.
Hey, man, good show, man.
All right, brother.
Good job.